Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another read. Back with another chapter read from out of the fall of America. You know, I said a long time ago, you know what I mean? What have we done? What have we done? Ain't no bad answer, you know what I mean? I was hoping that was the moment, the time, the world would explain their role, their position, and unknowingly and knowingly their part in America falling. You feel what I'm saying? Falling. And if you could recognize it, you feel what I'm saying? If you could recognize it, then you can change it. You can change it. Come on, man. It's a beautiful country. Beautiful. It's a melting pot, but it's a beautiful country with if diverse is the right word, a diverse history. You feel what I'm saying? It's a very beautiful country. You know what I mean? So look, buckle up, hold on, keep forging, keep reading if you're reading along with me. Keep trying to figure your role. Keep trying to figure how you can make things better. You feel what I'm saying? I just say this to you, heaven is a beautiful place. It's described as a beautiful place. And I'm going to stop saying I don't know no one that been there. I'm going to stop saying that because what I know about the soul and what I believe about resurrection, you feel what I'm saying? Resurrection. You get me? Resurrection. Let me slow it down. Resurrection. What I know about that, shoot, man, my mama been there. My brother been there. You know what I mean? That little critter that was on my food that I smacked around was been there. You got what I'm saying? So I say this to you again, let's forge our way into heaven. Let's make sure that the generation to come, the generations to come, proceed along with us into making a change in America. You feel what I'm saying? It's deeper than just economics. You feel what I'm saying? It's deeper than income. It's deeper than wealth. You know what I mean? It's your mindset. It's your outlook. It's your mindset, your outlook. You feel what I'm saying? It's your walk in life. It's the example you put forth well, if I really don't want to use this word because I believe they out here murdering influencers. You know what I mean? I hope they not. So let's have a moment of silence. Anywho, like I said, I don't want to use the word influence. You got what I'm saying? But let's try to be the example, and it's hard not to use the word influence. You feel what I'm saying? But let's put on, not put on, but let's walk in the light of our demiurge. Let's walk in the light of our commandments. Look, anywho, let's get into this chapter read, and we're in chapter 13, and chapter 13 title is Evil Spreading Far Wide. They have set up a head for their religion in Rome. Italy with the Pope, or father who represents himself as being the intercessor or vicegerent, meaning one who is second only to Christ or God and intercedes for the people's sin and recognition of God, but he has no divine backing. Now if I say this to you where you get it and where you not ridicule me for saying it sounds like we're talking about Satan. You feel what I'm saying? Look, when we read that to you again. They have set up a head for their religion in Rome. Italy with the Pope, or father who represents himself as being the intercessor or vicegerent, meaning one who is second only to Christ or God and intercedes for the people's sins and recognition of God, but he has no divine backing. How you have no divine backing if you're following the words, you're following the commandments of one Jesus to the demiurge? How you don't? How you don't? You now you get that, you get how that place a yield sign in the way you're processing something. You feel what I'm saying? That one word, divine, and that other word, backing. You get me? Let's proceed. This false regime should be destroyed by the Christ, the crusher of the wicked, the great Mahdi of Islam. These are the days of God's or Christ's presence to destroy this evil world with all the deceptions that the people should again labor under a wicked and merciless ruler, the devil. The presence of Allah has upset the devils who have had and exercised total control over the world under falsehood and have made evil to appear fair seeming. Come on now. Come on now. Did you? Come on. Look, I got a lot to go in this book. This book have 223 pages. I'm just on page number 56. And when I go over to the other part, I only touch 25% of this book. How many of y'all have made double worshiping to try to make it the norm? Here you go right here. Here you go right here. You understand me? Correct it. At least explain it. Even if you could forge a way to make it be the norm, at least explain it to a point where it's accepted. It's how to put it. It's accepted, and it is in a righteous light walk and talk. You feel what I'm saying? The so-called Christian world has never before displayed such madness as they do today, since they cannot hide their real wickedness and deceitful ways. They are angry. And let me say this, most of you are viewing, unless you are a newcomer to who I am. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm a schizophrenic person, and I just want to say this to you, while I'm reading this, you know what I mean, Voice just said they did do that. They did make it seem righteous. They do try to walk and talk in a righteous way. You feel what I'm saying? But I just want to say this to you, you know what I mean? We have to take these scriptures and we have to fiddle through them. We have to learn and understand the trickery that is in these scriptures. And at the end of the day, how you process what you have read, the actions you put into what you have processed determines how righteous or unrighteous you are. Regardless of the fact you may see that you're doing something right. You get me? Regardless of the fact you may see that you're doing something right, you may not be. You really may not be. You have not had that full understanding of what I'm doing is sinning. What I'm doing is wrong. Let's go and get back into this. According to the preaching and teachings of Christianity, they prophesy that they alone would be the happy group that would welcome the coming of the Messiah, the Christ, or the Mahdi. But the Bible condemns them that they were angry and sought to hide their faces from him, God. Come on now. Come on now. I've seen it in movies. I've seen it in movies where that people run from God. Why are you running from something righteous? Why are you running from a entity that want to guide you and bring you back to, heaven, back to peace? You feel what I'm saying? Back to peace. It should be clear to you today that Christian America does not want such preaching as entire submission to the will of Allah. The Christians hate the very names of God, such as Muhammad, Omar, Karim, Allah, Ali, Hassan, which are attributes of God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 attributes of God. You got what I'm saying? So that need to be explained. Because when you get into Ramses, when you get into the Kimite culture, you know what I mean, it explains to you that the demiurge took 4 body parts and threw it out to the world. You feel what I'm saying? 4 body parts. There are 4 attributes, right? There are 4 attributes, right? Okay. Now, we know Muhammad is not the demiurge. We know Amar, not the demiurge. We know Karim, not the demiurge. We know Ali, not the demiurge. And Hassan surely ain't the demiurge. You got what I'm saying? All right, let's proceed. That Jesus prophesied that they will hate you for his name's sake, for having one of his names, because the names of God are to live forever. No other people on earth have the names of God but the Muslims. So the coming of the just one makes manifest to you this evil race of sinners, and they will be against his God's presence. Be angered because of him, and will seek to destroy him and his messenger, as it is prophesied. And that's in 2 Psalms. And that is the end of chapter 13. Let me do this bookmark right quick. That's the end of chapter 13. I just want to say this, you know what I mean? That's what I learned under this Kimite culture, you know what I mean? We just talked about that maybe a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, how, you know what I mean, the demiurge throughout 4 body parts. Now, when you look up the meaning of the demiurge is the creator of all. You feel what I'm saying? The universe. So, I figured out what the 4 body parts could be, but I'm still at a point where I need to connect my dots other places to stand in. You feel what I'm saying? To stand on it, to make it a part of the message I'm giving. You feel what I'm saying? So stay with me. Keep listening. Keep trying to help me, help you, help the world figure how to get things back on track. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, once again, money is not the answer to it all. It's just not. We lack respect. We lack knowledge. We lack the right speakers to motivate our youth into a righteous way, into a righteous path. You feel what I'm saying? Once again, I say this, you know what I mean? You done tapped into the fall of America. Figure your role. And if you figure that you have played a negative part of the fall of America, then come on, pick that up. Pick it up. You get me? Pick that up. Turn it around. You get me? Turn it around and make things better. If you have kids in this world, you should want a better world for your babies. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want my babies to go through nothing I went through. They have put themselves in some things to go through what I went through. And that's never what I intended. That's never what I wanted. You know what I mean? Life isn't peaceful. Life is going to be a struggle, but you can find peace after the storm. You feel what I'm saying? You can find some peace after the storm. How long you hold on to your peace depending upon what you allow into your environment. Look, you've been with the Nasty Pastor. I love you, and I'm out.